I'm Harish. In today's video, we're going to talk about a number of things we can learn from Japan. Japan is an island country in East Asia. Its population is 12.68 crore. Now, let us see the facts from which we can learn a lot of things in Japan. A spirit of self-renewal. They take much care on their heritage. Japan experiences many tsunamis, volcanic eruptions and many other disasters often. It not only kills many people but it destroys buildings including very old age buildings like temples, castles and palaces. Many countries have never attempted in rebuilding, but Japan did this. Cleanliness. You all may think that Japanese people keep the rubbish things properly in dustbins. But if you think like this, you are wrong. In Japan, you can't see dustbins in the public spaces because there are only recycling bins which were kept near the vending machines. The Japanese people take the rubbish things with them until they reach their home. Even the school students were taught to keep the surroundings clean. Consideration towards other people. In India, we can commonly see the board no smoking in public places. Like this, in Japan, we can see no uses of cell phone board in public spaces. Now, we have a question why they need a board like this in public places. But in Japanese culture, it is that we should not disturb other people, even with a small sound of the cell phones. In India, in wedding processions, we can see bands playing a lot of music, but in Japan, they need permission for this. Now we'll have a question for why they need permission for even these silly things, but they also don't want to disturb other people even by these sounds. Religious harmony. Nowadays, if we want cheap products, we go with Chinese products. If we want high quality products, we go with Japanese products. Last year, highest sold car company was Toyota. This company's origin is in Japan. Japan has more than 50% of world's robots and more than 55 lakh vending machines. By this, we can say that Japan is highly technically advanced country. Even though they are the front runners of technology and are coming up with innovative ideas, religion and harmony still influence the daily life of Japanese people. We can see temples in every nook and corner, which may be big or small. The two important religions followed by the Japanese people are Buddhism and Shintoism. For theft. Nowadays, if we take the newspaper and see, we can see many cases such as bank robbery, pickpocketing here and there. But these kind of cases cannot be seen in Japan newspapers. In India, if we want to sleep in the train, we used to say to other passengers to take care of our belongings, to be careful, because we know that anyone may be stealing our things. But in Japan, the passengers sleep very peacefully because Japan is very quiet, safe place except Yakuza. Yakuza is a mafia gang. Pickpocketing and other theft cannot be seen in Japan. In primary school itself, children are taught that if they see or come across any object that does not belong to them, they should immediately report to the police or look for the owner. Good manners. While taking a class, our civics teacher shared us with an incident. While she was going across the road, she saw a boy going very fast across the road. An aged man stopped him and told him to go slowly. Suddenly, the boy stopped and told the aged man in a very bad language. The aged man became very sad. Our civics teacher told us that we should not behave like this. She became very angry. But this kind of behavior cannot be seen in Japan. They are thought to be very thankful to others. If they did any mistake, they had apologies for this. In Japan, there are 20 types of apologies. They are taught to respect their elders very much. They are also taught that they have to respect the strangers and foreigners. Train system. In Mumbai railway station, we can regularly see a rush and push of passengers. But in Japan, they maintain a system such that the passengers should be present in the station within a time limit. The passengers are allowed in the train in a queue. If we lost any of our suitcase in the station or any of our things in the train, we can get it by informing the office. And we will get our things as soon as possible as it was. There is one another amazing surprising facts about the trains in Japan. In Japan, if the train is late by even a half a minute, then it will get a late coming certificate. It is also a warning. If a train is late by half an hour, then this news will come as headlines in newspapers, and this news will come as a breaking news in news channels. Do you believe this? You have to. Gift giving. The Japanese people could get or give gift at least once in a week. If we eat at a hotel, at last the management would give a gift to the customers. If they visit their relatives, they would get a gift. Like this, the Japanese people would get at least one gift in a week. They show their love and affection to others through these gifts. No wastage of time. In India, we can see the hotels will be crowded within a time period between 8:30 to 10. But in Japan, the hotels will be crowded in the time period from 7 to 8. This is because the Japanese people sleep in the duration of 9 to 3. We all will have a question that why they wake up at 3. This is because in Japan, the sun rises by 4 am. And another reason, Japanese people do not waste their working hours by sleeping or watching films. They spend their time watching films only during the holidays. It is because of this, even after the destruction at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, there has been a huge growth of economic growth. In accordance with India, the Japanese people, all the Japanese people are Abdul Kalam and Mahadev Boy because they sleep for 6 hours and work for 18 hours. An amazing, interesting fact about Japan. Japan has a highway that passes through the 5th, 6th floors of a building in a city named Osaka. I think many of these manners are found in our country. Within a period of 5 to 6 years, even our country can become a country like Japan. If we hard work and follow all the methods that Japanese does, our country can get a lot of Abdul Kalams. And if you go to Japan, don't forget to see the Japanese highways. Comment your favorite fact in the comment section, and thanks for watching this video.